You are now tuned into Two Drunk Sistas podcast, unscripted and uncensored. Grab yourselves a drink and enjoy.
Hey guys!
Hey guys!
Welcome to
Two Drunk Sistas podcast.
I'm D.
And I'm W.
Thanks for tuning in for another episode. Yay!
Yay! And Jose Cuervo has stopped by
Again. Cheers, guys.
Woo!
Straight to the back. W made a nice cocktail.
I did.
So we're here to review Knock at the Cabin. It's directed by M. Night. Okay, so apparently it's adapted from a movie. From a book. From a book called The Cabin at the End of the World.
Oh, I need to get that book.
I low-key want to get that book because...
So do I.
I felt like this movie was like a character study.
On people? Oh, well, duh. Yeah. You said character study. Sorry, it's Jose. Me and Jose are having a... Okay. Yes, characters, yes.
Yeah, I thought this was a character study. And I don't know. Maybe the book have more information.
Yeah, I definitely want to know what is in the book.
I just felt like... it wasn't everything rushed, but I just felt...
There was more to it?
I felt incomplete. But you know what? That's M. Night for you. That's M. Night. He likes
blue balls.
He likes to leave you.
M. Night gives you blue balls.
Incomplete. Thanks, M. Night. In M. Night fashion?
That is M. Night fashion. If
yeah.
y'all know how M. Night is. If you have watched M. Night's films,
there's films that I like. Okay,
me too,
Signs.
Yeah.
I like The Village. I like The Lady in the Water.
Me too. Yeah.
I like The Visit. No, The Visit with the old people.
Yes, I like that one.
I kind of, sort of like old, kind of.
I kind of sort of like. I like old. Yeah, I like old.
You know,
I don't hate old, but yeah.
Now, what I really didn't like was The Happening.
Oh, that movie was not happening. Because I was like, at the end...
he did Sixth Sense?
Yes,
and
I love
Unbreakable,
Sixth Sense.
Right? Is
yes,
it Unbreakable?
He did.
It's not Unbreakable, but what's the Bruce Willis?
That's Unbreakable.
Yeah.
With Samuel L. Jackson?
Yeah, he did that.
He did that one? Oh, I totally forgot.
I think
so did he do the one with your boy?
Oh, is
with
it Unbreakable or
Buddy,
Unbreakable?
I like him. Professor Xavier. God, how can I forget his name? He did do it because his face is brought down.
Yes.
What's his name? James McAvoy. Okay, yeah.
Yes.
But did he do the other one that James...
Split?
Yes, did he do that one?
You know what? Yes, he did this Split.
Okay.
Split was good, too.
Split was amazing. I like Split.
My God.
Okay.
Y'all need to watch Split, okay?
Yes. Did we review that one?
I don't think we did because it's not in the horror, but it's fantasy-esque, I think. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
But
no, I get what you're saying.
Yeah, because it's more like a psychological thriller type thing.
And
but
we're
you
more
know
like...
what? It's our shit. We can do whatever the fuck we want to do.
We kind of could do right.
But anyways, those are M. Night's movies. Sixth Sense. Yeah, so all of them are great.
Yeah.
Yes, so back to Knock at the Cabin. All right, so the description that they saying about this movie... While vacationing at a remote cabin in the woods, a young girl and her parents are taken hostage by 4 armed strangers who demand they make an unthinkable choice to avert the apocalypse. Confused, scared, and with limited access to the outside world, the family must decide what they believe before all is lost. I did like the movie. I just felt like, I don't know, I guess I was just waiting for an M. Night to happen.
I was too. I immediately was like, oh, those are the 4...
Yeah, the 4 horsemen.
The 4 horsemen.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now I'm just waiting for the blue balls to happen. Because that is M. Night's... That's what he does.
That's his stick. His
shtick. I was actually surprised.
So, I mean, this movie had a good premise. They touched on all points, right? Mm-hmm. So, it started out with one of the characters, Ren. She's a little girl. She's in the forest, and she's collecting grasshoppers. Grasshopper. Listen here, grasshopper. she's collecting grasshoppers, and...
Only that. Sorry. I went into... You will find the master. Okay. Sorry.
He's like, it's just a fortune cookie. It's not real. He's like...
Hello, it was always in you.
Oh gosh.
Okay. Sorry guys. Back to the Knock at At the cabin's dope.
Not the knock at the cabin. Yeah. So Ren, her name was Ren, and she was catching grasshoppers. She was catching grasshoppers.
Oh my God.
And then she looked beyond her. Beyond her? Is that a word?
Beyond
She looked beyond yonder.
She looked beyond her. Okay, yeah, I like that. She looked beyond her. Okay.
Der. Okay. And she saw Dave Bautista's character.
That can you
big.
Imagine you seeing that walking? Okay, I know The Rock is big. Fine. We already know that. But can we just talk about Bautista for a second?
He's
huge.
He's massive.
He's huge.
But I like him so much in this film. Yes. I think he's
that gentle bear.
Yes, he has a gentle bear, but don't poke it because he'll eat your face off.
It will eat your face off.
Right.
So yes.
So she saw his name is Leonard in the movie. So Ren saw Leonard approaching her in the woods while she was catching grasshoppers. So Leonard came and he was introducing himself. And, he was trying to make light of the situation because Leonard has a job to do. Okay?
Yes.
Leonard and his associates have a job to do.
Yes.
And so, of course, it makes sense that Leonard approached Ren because Leonard is a second grade teacher that we get to learn in the middle of the film. He's a second grade teacher. And, of course, he's good with kids. So he's talking with Ren. And Ren is like, okay, that's all great and all. You're a stranger. And he's like, you know what? I am a stranger. But, I would like to get to know you better. So they do the 21 questions that 50 Cent proposed.
They do like a game. And
they do a game.
Yeah, Leonard has this flower that has petals.
Because he wanted to give Ren a gift. And Ren was like, I ain't trying to take that gift because your ass is a stranger. Like I said, your ass is a stranger. And so
look at him.
And so, so he started this game. Like, the pick the petal game. So he was like, you pick a petal and you ask a question. And then I'll pick a petal and I ask a question. And we'll get to know each other better. And so they've been asking each other questions. She's asking him, like, what are you doing here? And he tells her, well, I'm here because I have a job to do. And while he was talking to her, he would constantly look back, like look behind him. And of course, once they were getting to know each other, answering the questions, Ren tells Leonard that she has two dads.
Yeah.
And that kind of took him off guard.
Yeah, because I guess he wasn't expecting that.
Right.
So
the
she
two
says...
dads.
She says, oh, I have Dad Eric and Dad Andrew. Mm-hmm. And so as they're talking, Ren is very, she's a kid. So she's impressionable. And she straight was like, what you doing here? Mm-hmm. Basically. Mm-hmm. And Leonard was like, well, I don't even remember. What did Leonard tell her? I guess that they had
a job to do.
Right.
And so when Leonard turned around and she saw other people coming, three other people coming, she asked Leonard, like, who are they? Are they your friends?
Yeah.
And Leonard turned around like, no, you're my friend.
Right.
These are people who I work with.
Right. Yeah. She starts to kind of get weirded out. She stands up and she starts to, proceed to walk back to the cabin. And Leonard says, listen, pretty much, we're gonna come to that door. We're gonna come to the door, and
you're gonna have to let us in. Tell your daddy.
Tell your dad to let us in so we can talk, okay? Mm-hmm. And so, okay, and so she like walks back, closes the door, runs to her dads who are on the back of the deck or back deck, and tells them like, look, there's some creepy guys. But before she does that, remember, we see them and they have weapons.
Tools. Weapons
in their hands. Mm-hmm. And so she tells her fathers like, look, there are people coming here. They have weapons in their hands.
Weapons of mass destruction.
And they look pretty scary. And so, the dads get up. They, go to the front door, and that's when we hear the okay. And so Leonard basically tells the fathers like, hey, we need to talk to you. If you can please let us in. We can't do this behind the door. And so of course the fathers are like, hell nah, y'all can kiss my ass. Like we're not letting you in. What do you want? We weren't expecting any guests. We're trying, please leave, basically. So they just do this back and forth dialogue. Mm-hmm. Okay? And shit just gets real. And it's like, these people ain't trying to leave. They're really trying to come in and they really want to talk to Daddy Eric and Daddy Andrew.
Right.
So at this point, one of them we see through the window as Ronald Weasley. And he's mad because he wanted to be in Slytherin, but ended up in Gryffindor. We're kidding. I'm kidding. But Ronald Weasley is in this film.
He is in this film, and he plays an angry motherfucker.
He does play an angry bastard.
He was angry than a motherfucker because they didn't want to open that goddamn door. He's like, you made me want to break this goddamn window.
And that's what they were doing. They were just, now it's like, okay, you don't want to let us in? We're fucking coming in.
Right.
And the family, like, runs around the house trying to lock doors.
Barricade everything.
Oh, man.
It was a fucking mess.
It was a mess.
So finally, because, okay, so let's break down the characters. You have Leonard, then you have Ronald Weasley characters. Then you have two females.
Yeah, two females, yeah.
One of them was a nurse, and the other one is a chef.
Yeah.
And so, so they made their way into the house.
Mm-hmm.
The nurse lady ended up clipping Daddy Eric, right? Daddy Eric?
I can't remember which one it was. The one that had the concussion. I don't remember.
I don't know if it's
I don't remember his name.
Eric or Andrew. I low-key feel like his name is Andrew?
It might be. So
anyway,
one
of the dads got clipped by the nurse, and he fell out on his back and caught a concussion because his eyes was open. I was like, "Oh, bitch!"
I thought he was dead. Yeah, because his eyes was open.
I was like,
"That's interesting." So he's dead.
Bitch, no, I knew he wasn't dead. I was like, he caught a concussion.
Okay, I was like, that nigga dead.
And so the daddy number 2. Boy, he was like, I'm gonna get you motherfucker. He was a Tasmanian devil. He was like,
that one was a hot spit.
I told W, I was like, yo, what sign you think he is?
That one was a Spitfire. Like, what the hell?
Listen, I was mad for the end. We gonna get there. But yeah, so the second dad was like a Tasmanian devil trying his best to save his family. I mean, it's a normal reaction when you feel like you're attacked. Home invasion.
Yeah,
almost, right?
Basically, you go into fight or fight mode. So
right. So at this point, they ended up tying up everybody except for Ren, and this is where they decided to have an introduction. So you can see all 4 of them looking anxious, looking at their watches, and so they're introducing themselves. They're like, listen. My name is Leonard. Yeah. This is what I do. I'm a second grade teacher.
Who's my daddy and what do you do? And what does he do? Come on. Y'all ain't watch Kindergarten Cop. Goddamn. Go ahead.
So they all were explaining themselves to each other just so they could be able to know who they are and tell them the real reason why they're there. And so while the daddies were tied up to the chair, Leonard comes out, explains who he is. And then Ronald Weasley, his character, I don't know his name, but we're going to call him Ronald, okay? I think his name is O'Bannon.
His real name is O'Bannon, but he told them.
He told someone else, so that's what I'm saying. His name is O'Bannon. Yeah. So O'Bannon, which was Ronald Weasley's character. Yeah. Rupert Grint? Rupert's character. Yes. So he's like, listen, man,
enough of that shit.
He's like, I don't even know why we have to introduce ourselves. Yes. We done wasted time. Them motherfuckers, they want to open the goddamn door, and it don't make sense if we introduce ourselves because we all gonna fucking die.
Right, we gotta do what we gotta do. So
right. So Leonard was like, listen here, chill, B.
Like, we need to calm them down. Let's do this in a nice manner. Right. Leonard is very like. You could tell his demeanor. He's very chill. He's relaxed. Like, no, we don't have to be that way. Calm down.
Right. And we find out that the 4 horsemen, of course they release the plagues and stuff like that. Yeah. Anyways, so Leonard was describing himself, and then O'Bannon was like, "Man, fuck this shit. I work at I forgot what he said.
I work at a gas company, and I make sure that people's fucking house don't blow up."
Okay, yeah, bullshit. Yeah, perfect, motherfucking perfect. Then the next person, which was the nurse, she was like, "I'm a nurse. I'm from this and this. I have a sister and all this bullshit." Okay, next. The next person was the waitress. The waitress was like,
the
this
cook.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, chef. That's my bad. That's my bad. Chef, sous chef. Yes, chef. So she's the chef. She was talking about how, she's from, I guess she's from New York. I don't know where the fuck she's from. Anyway, so she making the good food. She makes the good food. Okay, and she has a son. Anyway, moving forward, okay, because this movie ain't long at all. Because this time M. Night must have heard people say, "Nigga, you need to make the movie." You need to make the movie make sense, okay? Okay, you need to have ABCD. And the two dads got to make a choice, okay, to save humanity.
I'm so done.
So when Leonard was like, okay, look, this is the story. If none of y'all don't make a choice, we're gonna
we have to unleash the plague.
Right, we're gonna have to unleash
some bullshit.
We're gonna have to unleash some shit upon the world. So of course, Daddy B was the one that got clipped in the head. Okay, Daddy A is the arrogant and the asshole one.
Daddy A is the jerk who's very hot-head, and so Daddy A and Daddy B are like, y'all fucking crazy. Mind you, Daddy B has a concussion, so he's trying to understand. But you know what? If you pay attention to some of these films, you could kind of sort of see who was yielding, and a part of me was like, Daddy B seems like to be the one to see, like, maybe this is really not fake, but I'm not really sure. I'm gonna stand by my man.
Is this your man? Is this your man?
That's my man. I'm sticking beside him. So Daddy B, even though he was a little unsure, he was like, I gotta stick by my family. So they're like, kind of telling the Four Horsemen's like, hell no, you guys are fucking crazy. And so O'Bannon, which is Rupert Grint's character, was like, I'll be the first, I gotta be the first one to go. And so you see that Rupert stands there, he tells the Daddy A and Daddy B and Ren to look at me. Please don't take your eyes off of me. And he covers his face. Okay? And I'm like, oh shit, some shit about to go down. So I think he kneels down, right?
Yeah, he kneels.
And then before anything happens, he says,
oh wait, before that happens, that's when Daddy B. Okay, so I found their names.
Oh, okay.
All right, so Daddy.
Oh, Eric and Andrew. Okay.
Yeah, Daddy A, which is Andrew. Okay, mm-hmm. Daddy Andrew is the hothead one,
mm-hmm.
and then Daddy Eric is the one who has the concussion.
Docile, yeah.
So go ahead. Sorry.
Oh, I was gonna say, right before anything happens, right after Rupert.
Oh yeah, so the light. That's all. Sorry. The light. He saw the light.
Oh yes. Rupert. Well, he put. That's right. So is it Andrew? Who saw the light? Eric.
Daddy
okay.
Eric.
Daddy Eric, which is Daddy.
Daddy Eric. Zaddy. We're gonna call him Zaddy.
Ooh, Zaddy Eric.
Zaddy
had saw this light right when they decided that they were not going to choose, because Leonard told them, you have to make a choice
from who. So somebody has to sacrifice themselves.
Yes,
between the two daddies.
Yes, or the three of you need to decide who's gonna die for humanity. If you don't decide, then humanity will fall.
Will die.
And
then you will last. You will have eternal cosmic life.
Yeah,
and solitude on this earth by yourselves
forever. And so Daddy A was like, "Fuck you!" Like we're not killing ourselves. And so Rupert, okay, so they decided that they're not going to kill themselves. And so the very first thing that has to take place is Rupert you could see that, okay, he's getting ready to die.
Yes.
And so he pulls this white thing over his head, and the other three just go a-hacking.
Yes.
Okay?
They kill Rupert's character, Redmond.
But before he dies, he says, a part of humanity has been judged, yes. Y'all.
So before he get the hacking and the whacking,
the hacking and the whacking, he says part of humanity has been judged.
And then they all took a smack, a whack, mm-hmm. and a dack. And so and then Rupert's his name Redmond. O'Bannon dies.
Yes.
Once O'Bannon dies, Leonard says, "Turn on the TV so you can see what happened. Turn on the TV so you can see what happened. Turn on the TV."
And so while they're all watching the TV, is a tsunami that's going on or that's about to take place. But then Leonard is like, "Wait, this isn't right," and I guess they're confused a little bit.
Yeah,
right?
because it was earthquakes.
Yeah.
Earthquake started, and Leonard was looking, and then all the other people, the two other women, was like, "This can't be right. This can't be the only thing that happened." And Leonard's like, "We have to wait. Just look and wait."
Yeah,
baby. While we were looking and waiting, and
looking.
It shows these people on the beach, and you can see the people just standing. The people just standing standing
They
there
just
looking all
looking.
stupid
Oh
and
my
probably putting it on
God.
TikTok and whatnot and making Insta stories
Probably.
while the tsunami is coming on the
Instead
beach.
of you getting the fuck out of there, you see the tsunami coming, y'all. I mean,
they see the image. So the four people had visions of each of the apocalyptic thing.
Yeah.
So the girl was like saying that, wait, I see the rock.
Because I saw this in my vision.
Right. So she saw the rock and she knew what was going to, well, they all knew what was going to happen.
Yeah.
The big tsunami came in. That tsunami came and wiped the shit out of that beach.
Mm-hmm.
And baby, Daddy A, which is Andrew, Daddy Andrew was like, I still don't believe it. This shit was pre-planned.
Yeah.
He made me so mad in this movie.
He did.
I fucking hated his ass.
But while the movie's going on, we see clips of when
that's right.
Yeah, they adopt Ren, and then we see other clips of when they were in a bar.
Yeah, so it just goes. It does a time travel back to the past to get to know who the characters were. Mm-hmm. So how they got together, how they were able to adopt Ren, their families meeting together, or Daddy A, Andrew, parents came to meet Daddy Eric and they weren't happy. So it shows all those moments, them coming to the cabin and having a good time. It showed all those moments in between the film, so you could kind of grasp like where they're coming from, like because they were gay, they felt like that they were targeted.
Mainly
Daddy Andrew
felt like they were targeted because of something that happened at the bar where Andrew was attacked. And so
we found out that Redmond, O'Bannon's character, was the one who attacked Daddy Andrew years back.
Mm-hmm. And so you think like, okay, so maybe you for a split second want to say this is all planned.
Right.
Like maybe this isn't real.
Right. Because Daddy Andrew was like, this has to be him getting him back because O'Bannon had the time.
Yes.
He went to jail.
Yes.
And so he thought that, this is a hate crime. You guys just
You're picking on us.
You're picking on us. This is a suicide cult and blah, blah, blah. So basically, Daddy Andrew was like, I don't believe none of this shit. So Leonard was like, listen,
y'all gotta make a choice, goddammit.
So now they're pleading their case. They're like, listen, this is who I am. We won't lie to you. So the nurse, her name is Sabrina, she went back and took Daddy Eric, the one that has the concussion. She took him back to the bathroom because he was like saying the light was bothering him. And she was like, it's normal because you have a concussion. And then she was like, listen, man, I know all of this sounds, far-fetched.
Trust me. Because I was having visions a couple days ago, and so I get that it sounds fucking weird.
Right. And so she was just, telling her story, like, listen, I'm not a God-fearing person. I don't believe in this shit.
I ain't been to church in how long?
Right. And so she was just saying, like, listen, you need to make a decision. And the shit is motherfucking real. I don't know how you want to take it in. It's real. Make your decision. And so
so Leonard tells them, okay, we're going to pretty much be of service to you for tonight, and help you within our means. And so because obviously when they took a hack to O'Bannon, they cleaned up and shit like that. They put O'Bannon's body outside.
Right,
so
they were very up.
It was like
they were hospitable.
They were very hospitable. So he tells them like, okay, well, today we're gonna chill, but tomorrow
you need to make your decision.
You need to make a decision. Bank can't bounce.
Right.
Yeah, make it
right. But Daddy Eric was like, Daddy Andrew was like, I don't believe the word you saying. But Daddy Eric, you can see Daddy Eric.
Something's like pulling at him,
right? To want to believe them. But I feel like Daddy Andrew was like, listen here, bitch. You better not.
Yeah, basically,
you better keep your shit together.
Yeah, like
we're in this together.
Yeah, we're not sacrificing our family. It's just gonna be
it's gonna be us.
Because Andrew was like, look, fuck that. We'll walk this goddamn world by ourselves. And I was wow.
God,
he really was like, fuck everybody. Yeah. They don't even like us. Yeah. So why the fuck do we care?
Yeah, he had a big chip on his shoulder.
He did. He really did.
But rightfully so.
Rightfully so. And I understand why he felt that the way he did. And so it's time to make another decision.
Okay, so the girl, the chef, she was like, listen, I ain't gonna sugarcoat nothing. I'm next, okay? I have a son. Y'all, please please.
I don't want him
save
to
me.
die.
I don't want him to die. I keep hearing his voice screaming. He's on fire. I held him while he's burning. Please, please. Daddy Andrew was like, no.
Fuck are you? He said, fuck are you? Sorry, y'all. Sorry.
He's like, no. Okay. And then and Eric was like, no.
Yeah, we're not. They pretty much like gave it like a nod. Not a nod, but like a no.
No.
We're not doing it. And
right.
So,
and so she put the white hoodie over her, or a white. It was like a white stocking. Anyway,
fit for the head, okay? It was fit for the head.
It was a white mesh bag.
A white mesh bag,
I
yes.
don't know. A white stocking.
White muslin bag. God damn, we don't know.
So she put that over her head. She was crying and stuff like that. At first, I didn't believe it. I was like, man, she ain't got no son.
Yeah, she lying. This is all a hoax.
Right. Because at first, me and Double was like, what if it's not true?
Yeah.
Like, what if there are crazy? Because, your mind make you think like,
Yes.
oh, this is happening. It's really not happening. And
Yeah.
happening. And
happening.
But it's happening.
It's happening.
It's M. Night. Anyways, so she put the hoodie over her head and she was like, half of humanity hasn't been judged.
Oh, bitch.
And then Leonard and Sabrina went,
they went to whacking and the whacking and the whacking.
like a whack-a-mole.
Of course, they turned on the TV and what do we see? The planes were falling from the sky, y'all.
Right. And so Leonard was reciting something from Revelations, how the sky will be falling
and
like
God's
glass.
hands or fingers torch the earth.
Right. And so Eric, the one with the concussion, he was like saying that, he was repeating the same thing that Leonard was saying. Like he was repeating the scripture like Leonard was saying. And so, and still they did not believe him.
And so what ended up happening was one of the news anchors was talking and Leonard was saying the exact same thing. I guess that was in his vision. The exact same thing that the news anchor was saying. Right?
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Okay, because I was trying to remember when did we see that, at what point. But yes. That's what was happening.
And then Andrew, did he smash the TV?
He smashed the TV, yes.
He smashed the TV, and he was able to... Did he have a gun? What did he have?
The gun was in the car, so he was... Because what they did was create a diversion. After the chef died, they told... Eric told the daughter, listen, I'm going to need you to act crazy like how you did in Thanksgiving.
Oh, that's right.
We didn't know what he told, but he said, do what you did at Thanksgiving.
Right.
And she started screaming. So, of course, they were... Leonard and Sabrina were trying to calm the daughter down. And during this time, Eric and Andrew were trying to get out because they were tied up.
Right.
And so Andrew was able to get out of his ties and ran to the car because he knew the gun was there. But Sabrina caught up with him, and Sabrina took she clipped him because she said, well, I can't kill you, but mind you, these people cannot kill the ones that are supposed to decide.
I guess they're like prophets.
Yeah, so they're like, I can't kill you, but I can stop you from leaving.
From leaving, yeah.
So basically, she clipped him, and he was able, he got hurt, but he was able to still, he threw dirt on her face, dirt on her shoulders, dirt on her face, and he got in the car. He was trying to put the bullets in the gun.
While she was stabbing
him
on the side.
So he ended up, he got the clip in, and he pointed at her I think he shot, but he didn't shoot her.
Yeah, that's what he shot a warning shot.
Yeah, and so...
That bitch hauled ass.
Okay, she left. And so
okay.
When he got out, all the tires were slashed.
Yeah.
So Andrew walked, limpy ass, walked back to the cabin.
Right.
Because we was like, shit. Sabrina was like, fuck y'all, I'm out of here, bitch.
Sabrina left.
Said, damn, she left. And so Andrew is pointing a gun. Andrew's pointing a gun at
Leonard.
And basically listen, we gonna put your ass in this goddamn bathroom because we don't believe what you're saying. You're full of shit. Now, while this commotion is going on, Sabrina comes back in and tries to do something.
What the fuck is she doing?
Man, whatever. Andrew shoots her.
Yes, it scared him.
Yeah.
And he shot her.
He shoots her, and I said, "Oh wait, so she's dead now. So now what?" But then they still have to do the whole ritual,
right?
Of a whacking and a whacking.
Right. Leonard had to whack her. Leonard had to say, "A part of humanity has a part of humanity, a part of humanity, a part of humanity
has been judged."
And then a whack. And then that's when.
Ooh, sorry, y'all.
That's when he had turned on the goddamn TV, and that's when he was repeating the repeating.
Oh, that's when he was repeating. That's right. You're right.
And that's when he shot the TV. Bam! Shot the TV. Bam! How the fuck you did that shit, nigga?
Andrew was like, I still believe it. God damn.
He don't kill half the people.
When you gonna believe it?
He don't care half of them. I still don't believe you. You need more people. That's what he said. He said, we don't believe you. You need more people. I hate that. I hate
Andrew,
what else do you need?
what else do you need?
Listen, I'm gonna tell you what Andrew needs. Andrew needed Eric. Okay, Andrew needed Eric.
He did. Woo.
So he told Leonard to get in that motherfucking bathroom.
That was funny.
He's like, listen, I ain't making no goddamn decision. Get in that goddamn bathroom. He got in the bathroom, and that's when Eric was like, listen, baby, maybe there's something to this thing. And he's like, listen, you shut your mouth. You shut your mouth.
You had a concussion.
He didn't say you shut your mouth, but he was like, say, look, you
had a concussion. You're not thinking
you're
straight.
not thinking straight, okay? I'm an attorney here, okay?
Oh, God. Here we
I'm
go.
the attorney here.
Here we go. Yeah, they only book smarts.
So yeah, she told Leonard to get in the bathroom, and once he got in the bathroom, they barricaded Leonard in there, and then Eric and Andrew was having a conversation like, "Yo, what if you know, this is true?" And he's like, "No, you saw him looking at his watch."
He said, "This is time." They knew what was happening. This was going on prior to they got here.
Right. So while they're having this conversation, that's when you hear that. That's not a telephone. That's him. That's Leonard breaking the glass in the bathroom.
I said, "How did Leonard big ass get through the goddamn porthole? That's like a porthole."
It was a small hole. I was like,
ain't no way.
Ain't no way in hell that he got that. No way. So I was telling Doug, I was like, man, he in the shower.
He in the shower, yeah.
So Andrew was like, Leonard, you better still be in there.
I'm gonna shoot you.
I'm gonna shoot your ass.
Yep.
So he opened the door. Leonard wasn't there. The glass was broken. So Leonard was hiding behind the shower, and Andrew shot him through the shower. Leonard comes out and try to tussle to the muscle. He took the gun from Andrew and he said, back up. Pick up the hammer. Back up. He said, back up. But
he got the gun from Andrew and pointed it at them like, okay, move. You know what I'm saying? Now, are you going to make a choice?
He did all that to say, so what your choice is?
What's the choice?
He like, no, bitch.
No, they still said no. He said, well, I prefer to do this outside.
Oh my
God.
So Leonard went outside. He was talking. You know, he's like, you know why I like being with children is because, you know, they're very impressionable. They believe everything you say.
Yeah,
and so you have to make sure that whatever you say to them is the truth and it's your truth. And you let them know, you know, stuff like that.
While he's saying this with the knife
to his arm.
I'm like, okay, what is he going to do? Is he going to like, what is he doing?
Yeah, anyway. So he was like, so you is you or is you not going to make a choice? And Leonard was like, I said no, bitch.
They tell Ren, go to the treehouse, put them earphones on, and we'll come and get you.
Baby.
Man, they still said no. So you know what Leonard did?
Leonard took his life. Leonard said a part of humanity has been judged.
No, he said all.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Of humanity has been judged, and he was like, it's gonna be you'll only have a couple of minutes after I die to decide
still. So Leonard was saying, like, even though you say no, you still have a chance to save 7 billion plus people.
Yeah. So of course, Leonard.
He said no.
I said no. Leonard slice him and dice him.
He slices on that.
Oh my God, y'all. And you know what happens? The sky starts to turn dark.
Right. And then you see the airplanes are falling in the
Listen, and then we saw this lightning.
Oh, that lightning was striking in different places.
Oh my God. And this fire was, starting was ablazing.
And so Eric was like, listen here, Andrew, listen. I don't know.
Eric, he
was like, listen here, Andrew, baby, look.
I love you, but I've seen it.
I've been touched by the Lord.
I've seen it.
I said I saw somebody
I saw a figure
behind the guy
with the light.
And he said, I feel it right now.
I'm at peace with myself.
I feel that peace.
So go ahead and shoot.
And then Andrew looked at me. And then he looked at Eric. Too soon.
Too soon.
Sorry.
Woo! and so basically Eric is telling Andrew, like, look, I'm at peace with this.
Right.
I feel good. This is what we have to make this decision for our daughter so she can grow up.
Right.
And he gives him this vision, like, I see her. She's you pick her up from her job. She has she's an attorney. You guys go out to dinner, and she has that same, crazy laughter. She finds someone who loves her.
Right.
Eric is revealing all of this to him.
Right. And so he's also saying that the four people that came to them, four people that came to them, they represent humanity.
Yes.
Like
the guidance.
Leonard was the guidance.
Yep.
O'Bannon was malice.
Yep.
The chef, her
she was the nurturer.
She was the nurturer. And then
the nurse was the healer.
Right. The Sabrina was the healer. So he is explaining all this to Andrew. Like, listen, Andrew was like, look, we can do this together. But he was like saying, well, what type of world will we leave for Ren?
Yes.
And I was like, dang.
See, it takes a lot for you to get out of
yourself.
Your own self. And
your selfishness.
Yeah, and sacrifice. This is and he's like, we have to sacrifice. He said, so we have to give up our beautiful love for this?
Yeah, for everybody.
You gotta sacrifice. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but this is the part I hate. This is the part I hate, Peter. What do you hate, Peter? Peter, I hate when M. Night do this, Peter. This is what M. Night does. He did the M. Night right here, okay? He made Daddy Andrew survive. And I was like, M. Night, this is
I thought,
this is the part where you inserted your M. Nightness right
here.
What?
Andrew needed to survive so that maybe he would do something with all this fucking anger he got. You know what I'm saying?
Him, man. I fucking hated him in this goddamn movie. He shouldn't have been the one to survive. He should have been shot, hacked, and all this shit. All them people had died because of his foolishness. Yeah. Anywho, that's my banter. But yes, Andrew ended up shooting Eric.
Yeah.
And he was able to stop the apocalypse from happening.
Yeah.
And so he went up and got Ren, and they both walked to Leonard's car because he knew that they came in a car. And so they went into town, and while they went into town, it was like almost like a diner-esque type joint. And so they saw that the people was looking at the TV, and they were talking about all the cataclysm that was happening, and they were saying that all of a sudden everything stopped. We were, there's no death, planes aren't falling out from the sky.
I mean, everything
just
y'all.
stopped. It just went back to normal. So now humanity getting back to humanitying again.
Humanity.
And so, Ren and Andrew were looking at each other like, oh my God. So Andrew realized like, oh shit, like
this is real.
And all this could have been prevented if he wasn't being so stubborn. But you see Andrew shedding a tear because he knew that he lost the love of his life.
Yep.
So that was pretty sad. So they both got into the car. In the movie, their song came on.
My Boogie Shoes.
My Boogie Shoes song.
But yeah.
But so they rode off to the sunset in that song, and that was the end of the madness.
Yo.
That is the...
And then, so if you fast forward towards the end, you hear... So it's implied that how many times, I think somebody said it in the film, how many times have they done this, or have they done this before? Not them per se, but like
how many families had to make that
choice.
Yeah. I still think that's some bullshit. Because like, how many times the world got to go into...
As many times, girl.
Into,
500 years, 600, 8, who knows? 1,000 years? Who fucking knows?
So W think that another family has been chosen, perhaps... Maybe 600 years ago, 600 years later. I don't know how many years
later.
Like, how many apocalypse can we have?
A lot of apocalypse. Now, this does remind me of the film, The Cabin in the Woods.
Do you remember?
Yes, where they had to make, but this one was more so appeasing the gods. They had to sacrifice 6 souls or 5 souls.
That's right.
If they did not do this, then the gods would walk on earth. And so they did not do it, and the gods rose. They they woke up.
And then they stomp on the...
Yes, you saw a big ass hand.
Was it a hand or a foot?
No, it was like an arm. Like a big ass arm, just like boom.
Smashed the house.
Yes.
And they all died.
So yeah, so
that's true. That
sort of kind of gives me that vibe, even though you're doing the 4 horsemen, whatever, God's horsemen, all the same.
This movie was pretty. It was creative.
It was creative. I liked it. Yeah,
I liked it, and I didn't like it, but it wasn't a bad film. I thought all the actors especially Leonard's character.
I like
Dave
Bautista.
Bautista. I think he did an amazing job.
Me too.
His acting is. I like looking at him on screen.
Me too. I love looking at him on screen.
Versus the way he looked, but I
love the way he looks.
He brings a good presence into the film, so I like it.
Yeah.
So, guys, what were your thoughts on Knock on the Door?
Yeah, what are your thoughts? What are your thoughts on Knock on the Door?
Lord have mercy.
Knock on the door.
Knock at the cabin. Hit us up on our email at twodrunksisters@gmail.com. The number two, drunk, DRUNK sisters at gmail.com. That's sisters, SISTAS at gmail.com.
At gmail.com.
It's about all of our social media platforms. Okay.
All right, y'all.
Thanks for listening. We appreciate you. And duly noted. Okay, duly noted. Okay, so we got some feedbacks on the reading. They're like, ma'am.
Okay, so
ma'am.
So y'all ain't like the reading?
Ma'am, we do not need the reading.
Please don't play. Don't do another movie like that. We got it. We understand.
Check, and more check. Hope you have a good one.
Peace.